have been paying my younger sister's rent for 14 months, and last Monday I wired the final payment I intend to send, without telling her it was the last one, and she found out when her landlord called about this month's missing check. She called me from the parking lot of her job crying. I listened to the whole call. I did not apologize. She is 32 years old. She is funny and warm, and genuinely one of my favorite people on earth. And for as long as I can remember, she has treated financial stability as something that happens to other people. Not recklessly exactly. More like she lives at a permanent slight tilt. Always a few hundred short, always one unexpected bill away from crisis. Always with a reasonable explanation for why this particular month was harder than the last. I have loved her through all of it because she is my sister, and that is what I decided loving her looked like. 14 months ago, her roommate moved out with almost no notice, and Gemma couldn't cover the full rent alone. She asked me for help, and I said yes. I told her it was temporary, that I'd help her get stable while she figured out a longer-term plan. She said absolutely, she was already looking at options. She had some leads on a roommate situation. She just needed a bridge. I sent the first payment on a Thursday, and felt good about it. The roommate leads never materialized into anything. The longer-term plan never became a real conversation. Every month I sent the money, and every month Gemma texted something warm and grateful, and sometimes mentioned in passing that she was still looking, still working on it. Things were close. After about 6 months, I started asking more directly how the plan was going, and she would give me an answer that had the shape of progress without any of the actual substance. A name that didn't pan out, a listing that fell through, a potential subletter who went quiet. Around month 9, I realized I had become her permanent solution without either of us formally deciding that. I sat with that for a while before I said anything. When I finally brought it up, carefully, over the phone, she said she knew. She hated that it had gone on this long. She was going to get serious about it. She sounded like she meant it. The following month, I sent the rent again. 2 months ago, I told her I was going to stop after 2 more payments. I said it clearly. I said I needed to set an end date, or there wouldn't be one. She asked me to give her until spring to find something. Said she had a real lead this time. A friend of a coworker looking for someone to split a 2-bedroom in her neighborhood. I said okay, spring, but I meant March, and I think she heard a different month. That part I have turned over many times. March came. The lead had not become a lease. I sent the second to last payment at the start of the month, and then at the end of the month, I did not send the next one. I did not call ahead to tell her. I told myself the 2 months notice had been enough and that another call would turn into another extension, and I was not able to keep extending. Her landlord called her on a Tuesday. She called me 40 minutes later. She was not yelling. She was genuinely frightened, which was harder to sit with than anger would have been. She said she didn't understand. She thought we had until spring. She thought I would tell her before I stopped. I said I had told her in January. She said January was not enough time. I said 14 months had not been enough time and I didn't know what amount of time would be. She got quiet after that. Then she said I thought you would take care of me. And I didn't have an answer for that sentence because I didn't know if it was an accusation or just something true that she'd finally said out loud. My mother called the next morning and said I had pulled the floor out from under someone who trusted me. My husband thinks I was right, but said I should have called Gemma directly before the landlord got involved. My coworker, who has a sibling with similar patterns, said I did the only thing that was ever going to change anything. Gemma texted me 3 days later asking if we could talk. I said yes, and we agreed to a call on Sunday. And then Sunday came and she didn't call, and I didn't either, and we have not spoken since. I still have the 14 months of payment records in a folder in my email. I don't know why I keep looking at them. The total is not an amount I can name out loud yet without feeling several things at once. Spring is not over. I keep noticing that it isn't over yet.